So I'm really enjoying this frame that I got. I think I got it earlier this year, and I am thoroughly enjoying it because you know when something is simple but simple but stylish in a way that's like not in your face type. I feel like that's this frame for me. Uh, and honestly, choosing glasses has got to be one of the most mm, stressful things because option overwhelm, child. What else can I say? But anyway, we are officially 1 minute into the live, so I'm going to start now. Hi, my name is Dipuka Maleboge, known as on this platform as Barbs because Barbs is my first name, but I prefer Dipuka, especially when you see me in the streets. So, we're going to get into this evening's live, and the title of this live is Disobedience and Discipline. Um, the pursuit of discipline, and how the other day I saw on Instagram. I passed by Instagram, but not using my account, and I saw this popular South African celebrity Dino Ramaka. Her Instagram bio it said the pursuit of discipline, and I found that so profound because um, my Instagram bio has always been the pursuit of happiness, no Will Smith. I always thought that that was the most brilliant thing that anybody could have ever thought of as a bio. I've always thought of myself as somebody who's just incredibly creative in every single aspect. Titles, um, video edits, fashion, you name it. I'm creative. So, um, when I saw that, I was like, wow, the pursuit of discipline sounds a lot like the season I'm in right now because um, I used to be a person who chases happiness, but in hindsight, I would rather say I was a person who chased highs. I really enjoyed doing um, things that like just like made my blood rush. That just like made me feel like okay, life is worth living, and I just didn't like to be still. And this year especially has really brought me down and like shown me that yay, you when be still. And so when I saw that bio, I was like, the pursuit of discipline sounds a lot like the season I'm in right now because Christianity generally calls you to be a more disciplined person in everything. Eating, you're called not to be gluttonous. Money, Proverbs 31 tells you about how you should be a good steward, how you should steward your money well, and you should spend it wisely. You should be the kind of wife who knows how the money is coming in and going out. Um, and in so many aspects as well, keeping your house neat because cleanliness is next to godliness, things like that. And um, so and it's gonna sound like I'm basically repeating what I said yesterday, but you get so overwhelmed sometimes. I mean, I get overwhelmed sometimes because it's like I have to be good at all of these different things, and sometimes I slip. It's like sometimes my house hasn't been cleaned for a week, and I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry, God. So discipline, right? Discipline. So yesterday, a friend of mine sent me a link. The link was to like a series of posts that some person did, and they were talking about how um, there's a certain way Christians like avoiding. Go the avoidance is that portion, and they will always use certain spiritual references to justify the avoidance. And the post spoke about how sometimes Christians have pride, and um, some wait what? Let me remember one of them. One of them was distraction, and you call it a season, and then the other one was disobedience, and you'll call it spiritual warfare. I forgot the first one that I was talking about right now about pride. Are we able to move and see if I can see it? Um, yeah, they said pride, and you call it boundaries. And when I read that post, I was like, but they are dragging me for real, because I've been guilty of all of these things, especially this year. Especially as much as I'm saying, this year tried to bring me down to earth. I think it exposed a lot of things as well. And I think even right now, I'm currently like learning. I'm currently in the season where I'm still being exposed. I'm still realizing that there's a lot of avoidance that I've been doing, that I'm actively doing. I don't like living in discomfort. I don't like having to be around people and they're poking at my character defects. And I'm just like, um, the more I'm in that environment, the more I feel uncomfortable, the more I feel like getting out of there, the more I feel like I just want to be alone and I don't want to work with people. The more I feel like, okay, I just want to be a content creator. Maybe I can just like have my own thing and just be by myself, like an island. But Dipuka, the Bible says that like no man is an island, things like that. And hey, man, that post really dragged me. I really don't know what more to say. But when they said distraction and you call it a season, I was just like, yo, disobedience, and you call it spiritual warfare. I mean, I don't know about spiritual warfare per se, but I feel like there may have been certain instances this year where I was quite disobedient, where I was like, nope, I don't want, like, this is uncomfortable. I don't want to be, like I said, I don't want to be around these people, or I just want this and this type of job. I want this and this. And it was just sheer disobedience. And sometimes God calls you to just sit, even if you're uncomfortable. Just sit. Like, I'm cooking, and you just need to be obedient. And I have a problem with that. I struggle with that. I like prefer to be comfortable, and if it means being in my house, I will do that. And that's what I did this year. For a good portion of this year, I was just in my house. And what happened? Did depression not find me? So I'm in a season right now where, um, in terms of where to next, or where I'm going to be called next, I am not sure yet. Um, mm, Everything is just hanging in the balance, and it's funny because this disobedience and this pride that had become, um, how can I say, that had become part of me, that have, I guess, maybe always been a part of me, but I would always like find the right words to use so that it wouldn't come across as disobedience and pride. um, they made me say things like, I don't care if this doesn't happen that way. I can always do this. I don't care if they don't do this. I will do this. So I've been saying a lot of things. When something is not determined yet and you don't know how something is going to go, and you say things like, I don't care. That's been me the past few weeks and months. And I'm beginning to realize that it's that disobedience and it's that pride. Like I said just now, I'm sorry I couldn't say that better, but yeah. So this video from today, this video for today, it's just basically me um sharing. This is just basically me sharing how, hi, I'm a baby Christian. I'm a new Christian. I'm still trying to figure this whole Christianity thing. I'm still trying to figure myself out. And I'm not, I don't have it figured out. And I still struggle. And it's okay. Um, this is the pursuit of discipline. And in pursuing discipline, I think it's important to remember to not be hard on ourselves. Rome wasn't built in a day, and I guess it'll be just fine. It'll be fine. I think it's important to just like keep when you do find the information or find something that resonates with you. It's important to filter it out, um, filter out the bad stuff, keep the good stuff, and see what how you can work towards I don't know, bettering yourself. So I hope that makes sense. I am going to go now. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for following these lives every day. I'm going to go now. Bye.